2025. Probably the year with the most change for me, to be honest with you all. It's certainly been something crazy, and honestly not what I expected. I guess today I just feel a little bit sentimental, or I guess more accurately just want to reflect on some things. So if you guys don't want to hear me yap for a little while, there's other videos and stuff you can check out, but figured I'd talk about how things have been going. 2025 was basically the year that I really felt like an adult. I mean, I'm already 21, you guys know this, but 2025 was the year pretty much everything changed. This was the final year that I was a student, really. I finished college back in July. I have a job now, so I do real life world stuff now, I guess. And then, of course, the biggest thing in 2025, in my opinion, besides, you know, all that stuff, I became a VTuber. It's something I've been working towards for a few years now, you know, starting off with a small little PNG guy that I drew myself, trying out with a female model to see if I liked it. I kinda did, but ultimately I decided I think the male VTuber is ultimately the best one to go for. Even though I know most likely, you know, a lot of people may not like the look of it, or, you know, I don't know. It's just been an interesting year for me. It was also the year where I took the big step forward and decided to completely rebrand my channel, because I used to do creepypasta stuff before. And I really don't know fully yet if it was the best decision in the world, YouTube-wise and stuff. I mean, mental health-wise, I really had no choice. The community just became something terrible. I was tired of just seeing all the negativity around it, seeing all the people fighting, all the leaks and stuff, you know. My good friends like Dibbing Sauce, LaFonda, amongst others, just going through terrible things in the community because there's just some bad apples that spoil the bunch. I guess you could apply that to the Vtubing community too. But ultimately, also when it comes to Vtubing, I'm incredibly insecure about it, to be honest with you all. I still fully don't really feel like I belong. I don't know, I just kind of feel like an outsider looking in. I know that's silly because I'm an official VTuber now, and I have been doing VTubing content for about how long now? Like 4 or 5 months, I'm pretty sure. Or just around 5 months. So I guess it's okay to feel a little nervous whenever I'm starting something new. But I can't lie and say that I feel quite lonely. I mean, I have my friends with me, you know, we play Left 4 Dead and stuff, but in terms of VTubing, I've never felt more lonely. But I really don't have anybody to blame but myself for that, considering, you know, this channel was never built on VTubing originally. It was built on creepypastas. I mean, to be honest, I even was very tempted to make a whole new channel and just leave this channel as it was. Heard people say that maybe that could have been a good idea, but I'm not sure. I decided I wanted to keep this channel just because it means a lot to me. You know, I started this back on April 7th, 2020 at the age of 16. A terribly insecure, I guess American, well, in American terms, I'd be a high school student, but I was in secondary school, as we say here in the UK. Terrified, didn't know where I'd be going in the world, had basically no social cues, no ways to speak to people properly, etc., and with a very annoying voice. I basically started my channel at complete rock bottom. I had nothing to lose, people were really awful for me, and hold on, let me turn my light on. There we go, hopefully my eyes won't be freaking out as much. But yeah, I started the channel off at rock bottom really, just like, screw it at this point, you know, I don't really have any friends, I don't really have any social abilities or nothing, I don't know where I'm going, my education's fucked and going down the drain. Might as well just read stories because a lot of YouTubers who I watched at the time read stories. So I did that for a while, and, you know, for a while it was good, until it wasn't good. And then everything kicked off there. You know, it's why I still have my first ever video public, despite unlisting pretty much everything else. Candle Cove, creepypasta review featuring the Random Fiend. 5 years ago, you know, before adulthood and everything, wow. Can't believe it's been 5 years, I can still remember being in the Discord call talking with him about what we'd be starting the channel, you know, names and stuff. I was originally the Dark Author, now I'm Dark the Damned, and I think that's a cooler name, but I always like the Dark Author, and I'm not mad with people if they call me that. What are some of the goals that I have for 2026? I want to get to at least 5,000 subscribers, but I really don't know if I'll do that. I really want to do like a collaboration with somebody, like a VTuber. I mean, I guess I've already done one with Marrow, but you know, I'd like to try and get somewhere with this channel. You know, I'd like to make a difference, make people really happy. And hopefully this year, because my room will be done up, or next year, sorry. Next year my room will be done up, I'll be able to have soundproofing and stuff. I should be able to make a lot more content. I should be able to stream a lot more frequently and for longer. Because I've been on really tight time schedules, you know, just for the respect of my family and what they get up to. I'm also thinking of just doing kind of more random stuff. To be honest, I don't even consider the point, like, what's the point of doing reaction stuff, it seems? Like, I put so much hours into it, yet I guess people just typically aren't interested, so I'm thinking of shifting my focus from reaction stuff, alongside deep dive into VTubers, into maybe more gaming-related things, if that's what you guys want. I'm a big Pokemon nerd, so I love Pokemon stuff. I'm thinking of playing that more. And we did manage to hit 3,000 subscribers by the end of the year, which honestly I didn't think we'd be able to do. I kind of thought this channel was just stuck in limbo, just slowly decaying because of the change of my content. I don't really know if Deep Dive into VTubers will go on for a while and, you know, still do as good, but if you guys are enjoying it, that's really all I want. What's the point of this video? I don't really know, to be honest. I just like talking about stuff. I guess while I'm here, I'll also talk about some of the things I've been hearing about in the VTubing community. I don't really like the whole situation with Burnt Peanut and the Game Awards and everything. I don't hate the guy, but I just think the whole system, like him being picked as the best VTuber, despite him not liking to be called a VTuber, I just think it was the wrong call, personally. I don't doubt that the guy certainly has his fan base and stuff, but I just feel like it's a big slap in the face to the VTubers who grind and who really want to be known as a VTuber, yet they don't get the reward, or award, either one. I think all the drama and everything that Zentreya has been getting into is a load of bollocks. I think they just need to leave the poor girl alone, because, like, she's not a Nazi, she's not an evil person, none of that. Her model just looks like something out of a military. There's nothing anti-Semitic about it, in my opinion. I just wish that people wouldn't throw around the terminology, calling somebody a fascist and shit like that so quickly, and just so easily. Those words have a lot of meaning behind them, and I hate how people are just so quick to use such vile words and tough accusations just for nothing. It's kind of like when you're a kid and you just want to say a swear word to, you know, rebel against your parents. You know, I'll show them. But it's only when you get older you realize the gratifications of it. So ultimately, I just want everybody to leave Zentreya alone. Just let her chill at this point, you know. She deserves to have some peace, you know, get up to whatever she wants to get up to. Also, gotta say, I gotta give love to Kitsunero. She feels like a genuinely real person. Maybe I'm just a cynical bastard, but I always like to kind of check people, you know, see if they're real or not, and if the personality they put out on YouTube and stuff is a lie. Because I hate when people just play a character, you know, and when you speak to them after the cameras are off, they're just a completely different person, or they're just, you know, off. But no, Kitsunero and Mincy are genuinely good people, you know, from the times I've been speaking to them. You know, Kitsunero gave me a pep talk when it came to doing Twitch. She really helped me, so, you know, I gotta give her a lot of respect to that. And Mincy, you know, we're still talking. I still plan on doing her episode soon, and gotta say, I really appreciate it that, you know, behind these VTuber models are genuinely real people. You know, it is a bit of an act, but at the same time, there's real people behind there, you know, with real kindness and real empathy. So seeing all the people just not knowing what the hell they're talking about and just hating on VTubers for the sake of hating on VTubers, or just calling every single VTuber who's alive a 40-year-old neckbeard who lives in their parents' basement, I just think it's fucking stupid, to be honest, and those people are just really immature. I just have to say thank you again to everybody, really, for, you know, stopping by the channel. I really don't honestly know if my content is enjoyable for a lot of people. I mean, I guess deep dive into VTubers is good, but what after that, you know, the other stuff I do, I'm kind of scared, to be honest, you know. I put a lot of time into my videos, but I'm just afraid that the videos I'm making and putting a lot of time into, people just don't find any interest in. And then that kicks up my OCD, then, you know, the intrusive thoughts come, and then I just start doubting myself, thinking, am I doing a good job, etc. And it really gets to me, and it's fucking annoying. I hate having OCD. I do want to try and do a lot more this year, though. Or next year, sorry. I'm going to keep doing that. And I'm doing this completely unedited besides the green screen and the gameplay, because I just feel like it's authentic. I'm not reading off of a script or anything. This is just coming directly from the heart. I'm probably just going to start streaming on Twitch more than YouTube, because I think I finally got Twitch working, so that could be fun. I want to finish Fallout for sure in 2026. Thinking of starting some other games. I might play Sonic Origins again, but this time with my Vtuber model because I got the game on PC through the Steam sale. I'd love to do a collab with Berry, but I'm not sure if she'd want to or not, or if she just said that she wanted to do a collab just out of kindness, but I guess we'll see. I mean, I'm not an idiot. I know about the prejudice, you know. Male VTubers are kind of shunned. If it's not said out loud, it's just implied. I get that I'm at the biggest disadvantage as it is, but I don't really care. I like being a VTuber. I like having an animated character. I don't care if people will always look at me a weird way because I'm a dude doing this, you know, because mainly women do VTubing. I really don't care. I finally found something that I can do that I don't give a fuck about in terms of if it gets a lot of views or not. You know, when I was doing creepypasta content, it was about, you know, will this get views or not? But now it's just, do I find enjoyment in the content? Am I liking it? And I really do like becoming a VTuber. I'm very glad I did it. So overall, what do I think of 2025? I think it was definitely a good year. The year with the most change, most likely, overall, except for maybe 2014. But it was a good year. I can't really say much negative about this year. I better get going, though, because I'm sure you guys are already tired of hearing me talk. You know, just this isn't scripted, I'm just kind of talking about whatever pops into my head. But once again, thank you everybody who stops by, and I'm glad to have met you all, glad to see you all, and even though the people who have lost or have left, you know, I'll always be thinking about you guys, just what can I always do to improve? Also, I will probably be streaming on Twitch soon, I'm not sure when, I might make a video about it, or maybe a community post. But I'll be seeing you all later. Take care, my disciples, and here's to 2026. Hope it's a good year. And also, happy early Christmas or happy holidays, whatever you guys do. Wish you all the best, you know, take care of your family, stay with them, enjoy the time you have with them, and, you know, be good.